You know what you don't do when you make people wait 2.5 years for what's next in your franchise, especially with a TV show? Give them 4 episodes and tell them to fuck off another 4 months. Alright, so of course I'm talking about Invincible's release schedule. And look, at the end of the day, I get it, it's first world problems, the world keeps fucking ticking, and it's not a big deal. But I kind of want to get more into the idea of the release strategy, how it's fucking stupid, how Amazon's cynical for doing it, and how it's definitely killing hype. So, kind of getting to the base root of it, there was a 2.5 year turnaround for Invincible. Obviously, people got, antsy, people got excited, and it's no big deal. Everybody was excited to see the return of this character and the story, see Omni-Man come back. Invincible is an incredible TV show. I love it. I've read the whole comic book series. I love this character in this franchise, but what they've been doing and the approach that they've taken is it feels like they're milking it. And I think that a lot of it has to do with them trying to sell their ad tier for Amazon, and they knew that they could capitalize on it by stretching things out, making it so that they could get more months out of people subscribing, and then also try and hook a few people on the ad tier while they can. And honestly, it's just a cynical fucking move on Amazon, just playing with people. They have the series done apparently, and the only reason they waited on it was to exploit this advertisement tier once that launched, and then just get a few more shekels out of people. And that's really my base complaint with this, is that they're holding us hostage, it feels like, for 4 episodes of this fucking show. And you know what too, the problem with it is that those first 4 episodes of season 2, they're not inherently bad on their own as the first half of the season. I actually think that it was a really good first half of the season. The problem comes from the fact that it's all fucking setup. This wouldn't be a problem if they gave us the whole season and we could kind of get the bigger picture, but basically they made us wait 2.5 years. They gave us 4 measly ass episodes of setup and then tell us to fuck off for another third of the year. That's just insane. That's a terrible model. It's killing hype. You could see it reflected. Any of the Invincible social media profiles, the people are getting fed up. They're saying to not do this again. And it is infuriating. Pretty much every dangling plot thread, by the way, and if you haven't seen the first half of season 2, I'd recommend you click off because this is going to be diving into some of those plot threads. No spoilers for the comics though, of course. We get the setup for what was ostensibly the main villain of the season, Angstrom Levy, in the first episode. He's nowhere to be found after episode 1 except for one post-credit scene. We finally get Omni-Man back for a little bit in 1 episode in 4, and now the series is gone again. All of the big, interesting plot threads, they're kind of just being set up for greater payoffs in the future. And that's okay because there's no problem with that. When it's only 4 episodes, and when all you give is setup, it's hard to get excited when it feels like you're just blue-balling us and telling us to wait again. I'm planning on probably just waiting out the next 4 episodes so that I could watch them all at once and just enjoy everything. But it's really fucking annoying when they're playing games with us to cynically exploit their streaming service, and they know that they could milk people for views and for money and time. I see a lot of people on social media calling everybody babies and telling them not to complain, that, well, you want the artists to work to death? These artists are not getting worked to death. Look at the quality of the animation. Look at how much time they've had. This isn't Spider-Verse, first of all. And second of all, they've admitted that they have the whole thing done. They're working on season 3. The reason that they're making us wait is so that they could exploit us for the money, and they know that this show is a cash cow. And it's really fucking annoying because it feels very dodgy. And what I hate about it, and what I hate when I watch a movie or watch a show, is I hate watching it and feeling like it's a corporate product that a corporation is trying to shovel into my mouth and make me mindlessly consume. And Invincible is not that. Invincible is a very well-written show, story, but the way that they market it, the way that they release it, it feels like they're trying to make me suckle at the teat of Amazon and just rip me off. They could fuck off. It pisses me off. It's really annoying, and it makes me feel exploited. And they're lucky that this show is so fucking good, otherwise I would have tuned the hell out a long time ago. This is obnoxious. You're killing hype. The fans are pissed off. It's honestly just annoying. And who the hell breaks up a season at 4 episodes? I've seen a lot of other people saying, well, you never seen a mid-season hiatus? Yes, I have. I remember in 2014 waiting for The Flash, but the difference is is that they gave us 9 episodes in the first half of the season, which is over an episode of length longer than a whole season of Invincible. And then on top of that, they only made us wait a month and a half maybe, which is fine. That's a totally not excessive break to ask of people. Totally reasonable, and you're not getting any complaints out of anybody. With this, they gave us literally 4 episodes after 2.5 years. Literally, the first season ended 2 months into Biden's presidency, and Season 2 is not even finished yet, and we're almost at the 2024 election. This is insane. I really don't understand what the hell they were thinking with this. I don't know how they weren't expecting the backlash, and it would be a lot more manageable, understandable if it was 2.5 years and then just the full season. Then people wouldn't be complaining nearly as much. I also think that the 4 months even would have been a lot more manageable if it wasn't a 2.5 year wait until season 2. I would have much rather actually waited 3 years if it meant that we just get the whole season at once. And that's the problem, is that they didn't just release it all at once. So now we're left hanging on a plot thread. Episode 4 was a great episode, but we get a small taste of what's actually going to happen and what to expect from this season. And then, that's how it ends. Come back in 4 months. Like, fuck off. That's so obnoxious and unnecessary. And the thing is, too, I don't feel like season 2 has really found its identity yet. And that's okay, because at the same point, Invincible season 1 hadn't really found its identity yet. Imagine if at the Mars episode, they were to end, say, come back in 4 months. No, they were very smart with that first season. They released the first 3 episodes same day, get people pumped, get people excited, get people into the show, and then release the rest of the season on a weekly basis. And that was a perfectly good model. I'm not even saying that we should have gotten the first 3 episodes all at once. I don't expect that, but good weekly expectations, I don't think that's unreasonable. And again, I get it, I'm bitching about first world problems, it's not a big deal. And no, it's obviously not. But this is just fucking stupid. And as a business, it's stupid. As a consumer, I feel stupid. And I think that they need to fuck off with this shit because it's dumb, it's annoying, and at this point, it's starting to feel like we're never gonna get these payoffs. It feels like they're gonna stretch us for all we're worth and that we're gonna have to wait for one little drop of good fucking Invincible. It's just not enough. It's not enough to keep people engaged. It's not purely enough content to keep people engaged. These seasons were not built to take these long stretches, especially when they're this short. They're only 8 episodes to begin with, so a mid-season break for this show is a lot different than a mid-season break for The Walking Dead, which there's over 20 episodes in some seasons, I'm pretty sure. Just all around bad fucking idea. I don't know what they were thinking with this, and it's just overall very stupid, especially on the front that this is a very short-sighted idea. People aren't going to stick around and wait if you keep jerking their chains like this. So hopefully Amazon wakes the fuck up and stops jerking us around, stops doing this shit, and just give us the season on a weekly basis until it's over. So I think that would be a lot better. It would keep people a lot more engaged, and I think that they would, overall in the long run, see higher viewership on the show. But instead, they're getting greedy, stupid, trying to milk the subscribers, and this is what we're getting. But those are just my thoughts on the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you agree with me? I'm GM Light. Have a good one.